girl Shay, and we're back with a brand new video. And today we're going to make fake milkshakes. Fake milkshakes. Hey, 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 fake milkshakes. Today we are making some fake milkshakes, guys. So what you need is a milkshake glass. I got this cute little cup from Dollar Tree, from my local Dollar Tree. You need lightweight spackle. Y'all have seen my spackle before. I'm doing a chocolate milkshake, so you need a bowl with some lightweight spackle to color said spackle. So I'm using my burnt umber paint to get the chocolate paint that I want, the chocolate color that I wanted. So I'm gonna show you how to put one together, and then I also have one that I did. This is my strawberry one. I had painted it outside, but I realized I didn't like it like that, so I'm not gonna do that on this one. So I had a chocolate one, so strawberry milkshake, and I also have me a little topping for my strawberry milkshake when I get done with that. Piping bag, I have one with an open top, an open circle top, basically. This is just to finish off. Once I get it in the glass, I'm gonna put this in the middle for any spots, just to make sure I have any holes, anything in there, I can fill it in with that. We also have another piping bag with an open star tip. This is a 1M piping tip. This big open star. I'm gonna use that as my whipped cream for our strawberry and chocolate milkshake. All right. Also, what you're gonna need is a thick craft popsicle sticks and a straw. And I'm gonna show you what to do with that later. So we're gonna take our, so what we're gonna do first is this. Let me get you guys down here so y'all can see what's going on. What's going on? There we go. What's going on? Okay. I think, yeah, now we can see. Okay, there we go. So you want to take your popsicle stick in your glass. You see how I hold my spoon here. Okay. So I'm gonna use that right there. Get that in there. And you literally just want to like get that down in there. And you want to stuff it in there. I actually got this idea from a YouTuber. Her channel is called The Pink Tree, and I can't think of her name right now, but I will make sure to put her link in the description below. She has some awesome stuff, and I am not gonna lie, I watched her do this video like 4 or 5 times, and I love watching her do her treats and stuff. And she honestly inspired me to do fake treats, alongside of me doing my baking, my actual baking and stuff like that. So she actually inspired me to do these. Get that down in there. You just want to make sure you get that in there. You don't have to get it in the middle, but at least get it on your sides, because that's what our piping bag is for. And also, if we run out, that's why having a lot of spackle helps. All we gotta do is just get our spackle, add some more, you know. All you gotta do is just grab the spackle and add some more to the bowl, add a little more paint. There we go. See, there we go. And you just want to stuff it in there. There we go. You want to make sure you get on your edges though, on your sides. That's the most important part. What's a milkshake without it getting on your sides, you know, on your glass? To be honest, that's my favorite part of the milkshake, is getting it. It's like scraping the sides of the glass. Yeah, you gotta scrape it off a little bit. Add some more down in there. Do the same thing. Just work your way up. Make sure you pack it in and just work your way up. And see, this is what it looks like right now on the inside. I would say go all the way up to the top. you have to. See, there we go. See, you get it right there. It looks more realistic. And that way you don't have to use as much. When you go to put your whipped cream on, you have to use as much whipped cream because, you know, you want to make sure that you fill in the holes. So like down here, like you see like that, you might want to take your stick and push it down in there to make sure you, once this dry, you won't have any gaps. You might want to push it down to make sure that it's all the way in there. So that way, once this dries, you don't have any gaps. Because when it dries, oh, if there's a gap, it will show. So that's that. That's what I do because I get tired of having to dip it. So I'm going to scoop it in like that. I'm going to scoop it in like that. I mean, it's really no clean way to do this at all. It's really not any clean way to do this. So we're going to get that in there. We're going to pack it down in there. Get it all in there. Get it down. There we go. Get them down on in there. Get the packet down in there. I'm going to coat our side. I'm going to finish coating my sides for sure. My little sides here. At the top of my glass, I'm going to finish scooping some of that up there. One thing I like about lightweight spatula is the fact that you can manipulate this in a lot of different ways. See? And you want to look as you're going through your glass, and you want to look to make sure there's no gaps or holes with the spatula to glass. See, now I would say a couple of these little bubbles look more realistic to me because they're small and they just look like a milkshake. So yeah, they just look like your milkshake. So you might have I'll say a couple little bubbles in here. I would say that's fine because they just look like what, you know, what melted ice cream looks like. To me, they just look like what melted ice cream looks like. Okay, so get that in there as much as you can. Look around your glass on the outside, make sure there's no big gaps. Plus, it's gonna help when you fill in the rest of it. There we go. All right, so now comes time, and this is where this comes in handy. Your piping bag. So when you put your piping bag, you want to put your tip in. Your piping bag is going to come completely closed. So what you want to do is put your tip in first. Okay, wherever the end of your tip is, you want to have like a good little bit of it out. Wherever the end of it is, you want to, some light. Okay, you want to have a good bit of it out, so then you'll cut it around, probably say about an inch down or so, about 2 inches down. You want to cut it around there, so that way your tip is pointing out of the bag. So when you're holding your bag, hold it in your dominant hand. Okay, you want to hold it in your dominant hand. I'm right-handed, so that's what I use it as. And so when you want to do it, when you fill it, turn it just like this and hold it, and then fill it and squeeze it, and that'll hold, and then that's how you get stuff. So when you want to squeeze it down to the end, when you want to hold it like this between your, just like this, your pinchers. There you go, your thumb and your finger right there. You want to hold it like that. You want to twist your bag as tight as you can. That causes for air to get trapped in, and so you have to push it out, and you want to do even pressure. As you can see, this is gonna come out just like, you want even pressure on it, not a lot, but just even pressure come out of it. That looks so wrong, but we're gonna put that in there. Okay, so now we're gonna stick it straight up, just straight up and down, and you're going to squeeze and come up, squeeze and come up. Now you might have to readjust your piping bag. That's fine. Squeeze down, twist, then squeeze and come up. Squeeze and come up. Gotta get some more down in there. If you have to, if it's easier for you to hold it 2 hands to do it like that, Totally fine. Now, that's what you're gonna do. That's done. I have more in there. I'm going to do this. I'm going to spread it out. You want to spread it. If you want to take some off your sides of your glass, totally fine. And just mush it down in there. You gotta do what you're comfortable with and how you want to see your glass. You know, that's really about all I could say. Okay, so I'm going to kind of scrape some of this off of here because now we see how high it is. But I'll end up filling it out some more though. I'll end up filling some more out in here. But plus I know by the time I add my whipped cream to it, that'll add the height to it too. So see, now I know I'm gonna end it at. There we go. Just kind of push it around a little bit. Now I would say this is gonna take a couple of days to dry. You don't want to mess with it. Just let it sit in a room by itself. Just tell everybody, hey, leave it alone. You kind of want to get it in there. Okay. And it looks like that on the inside. I kind of like it that rustic. I'm not going to smooth it out like I did my last one. So I kind of like it. Let me leave it just like this. And I'm going to add a little bit more in here anyway. So not too much worry about it. And then you just kind of just go through your glass. Expect it, and like if you see any big holes, just kind of move your spatula around to cover that as much as you can. Okay, so that way it won't, because once it dries, it settles. And if there's a gap, it's going to show that gap. Hold up. Okay. And there we go. If there's a gap, sorry guys, I'm trying to, okay. If there's a gap in here, then it will show that gap. So we want to do that. So now we're going to, I have one that I already did, and let dry. This took, I think about 2 days, I want to say. But this is what happens when you kind of keep touching it while it's drying. You will get those little cracks like that and stuff like that. That came from me touching it and stuff like that to see if it was dry. Me being impatient. So don't be like me. Don't be impatient. So you're going to take your other bag that you have your whipped cream, your chocolate whipped cream, because this is going to be a strawberry chocolate milkshake, right? Chocolate covered strawberry milkshake. So you basically just want to take your 1M tip, which is your big open star tip. You want to go like this. You kind of just want to go around in circles. And it's something in this dark one pipe into this. I'm sorry, y'all. And it'll do that. You'll notice if you get like little ribbons coming out, that just means that it's something in your piping tip that's blocking the way. It just means something in there blocking your way. So just keep building up. Just keep building. I try to go as high as I can. And this is what I mean by having it so low in the bottom of your glass. Because you have to have your whipped cream fill up a lot of space. So want to, you can just go back down a little bit and have it kind of push down your sides there. You don't have to, but it's up to you guys however you want to do it. But if you have a lot of whipped cream in your bag, which I suggest you have, you can go all the way around so it touches the cup, but I just didn't want to touch the cup, so that's what it looks like. So now, this is what the straw was for. You want to take your straw, however you're going to cut it. I would say cut it to maybe about here, right, to about right there. Just kind of cut it short. If it's a flexi straw, I say cut it just to maybe 2 inches underneath where it flexes out. Because to be honest, nobody's gonna see it. Because you're not, even though your knife is not gonna go. So you're gonna go take it and put it in to your whipped cream like that. Then the straw, and voila. See? Now, for other decorations, I'm just gonna use a chocolate covered strawberry. If you watched my last video, before this one, you saw how we made these. So I'm gonna take that. I had just made this one beforehand though. And we're gonna place that right on top of that. And voila, we now have a delicious looking strawberry chocolate milkshake. It's chocolate strawberry milkshake. And there you go. See? And the one I was working on, the chocolate one, once that's complete, I'm gonna put up a picture. Once that's completely done, I'm gonna put a picture up of that one so you guys can see on my Instagram. So make sure y'all go check me out at I'm Just Shay 3 on IG and on Twitter. And guys, you will be able to see that one there. Okay. All right, guys. Turn y'all back up. All right, guys. I will see y'all in the next video. That was it for today. I will see you guys in the next video. Love, peace, and sweets. I'll see y'all next time. Bye.